Welcome back to another episode brought to you by Game Glitches. Right now,
And what
we are
does the
located
flame
at the endless
reveal?
path of Ad Noir. On level 2. If you're not sure how to get here, please refer to my previous quests, or Time and Tide quest, which goes through it, all of it. Once you're down here, you would need to travel to this corner over here. You will of course have a small confrontation to this, and small battle. And once you win, you can click understand,
You won't see me coming.
and you will find something very interesting. A broken blade. Once you of course pick up this broken, you will obtain a brand new quest. Well, a task, so to speak. Find the pieces of the ancient sword. So the first piece can be found on the first floor, right over here. That will initiate the quest for you.
I shall be.
Now, as we continue through the Blade of the Endless Path, the next portion of the sword that you will find would be on Endless Path of Ad Noir level 5. When you come here into this area, please note there's a lot of little goblin things, Zunians, whatever name they are, to kill. You would notice
Light, flame, and sound.
that there's a locked door, and on the wall there's purple, button. When you click this purple button, a door opens up with tons of treasure. I know, unfortunately, you can't loot all of it. I'm like just packing my pockets and go. I think I'm done here. This is enough for everybody.
A blade in the dark.
But once you click, tab, you would notice that you would now find an ornate sword hilt, along with some gold. And the Blade of Endless Path has now progressed. Find more pieces of the ancient sword.
Keeping an eye out.
And of course, there's more goodies here, more shield. And of course, more money.
They won't.
Now, for the Blades of the Endless Path, the last piece, depending on which order you obtain it in, I had to return for this one, so it's my last piece. For the Blade of the Endless Path is located on the path of Ad Noir level 9. Right here, as you could see, there's something located here. There's a passage here. For you to get there, you need to click this button on the wall. To obtain this button on the wall, to be able to see it, you need at least 10 mechanics. If you have less than 10 mechanics, buffed or unbuffed, doesn't matter, it's not gonna show. I literally was standing here leveling my rogue, that I went and bought the level 7 rogue for one simple reason, is just to see this button. And at 10 mechanics, while stealth, you have to note this one, you have to stealth also. You can't just be standing there, you have to stealth, and then you would notice the button. And now you have added another piece, the Blade of the Endless Path.
Laying low.
Now all you need to do is forge the blade. As you could see, now you need to forge the blade. Time to go forge the blade.
Laying low.
Now, for the Blade of the Endless Path, one of the final parts
I'm on the trail.
that you will find would be at the Endless Path of Ad Noir level 12. When you defeat this spider, you end, of course, this named mob, Mad Vithrek, over here. Down in this bottom corner, if you follow the stairs, you could walk around this way and defeat him. After you defeat him, you have to loot him,
Laying low.
and you will loot one of the last pieces for the Blades of the Endless Paths. Now you need to proceed a little further.
A blade in.
Now, this is the important part for the Blades of the Endless Paths. I had a severe difficulty figuring out where to find the forge, because the way I started the quest is I just simply found the blade inside the dungeon and just started going along with it. My major problem was that I didn't know where to go for the forge, so I researched online, I couldn't find online. So I asked on forums and on Reddit actually, and Banal Fissure actually helped me out by telling me that you can find it in
Slow and silent.
the Fire Fists in the Crucible Temple. If you go to Fire Fists, First Fires, and head to Crucible Keep. After you're inside the Crucible Keep, you need to head to the left side and look for the dwarf that walks around. There's just going to be an apprentice near him doing all that kind of little work. Then you show him the pieces of the blade.
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too. We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force. Though these days, I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formation.
And as you could see, the blade of the Endless Path is finally finished. If you take a look in your inventory, now you will have actually the blade of the Endless Path. It's a two-handed weapon. So you guys could take a better look at it. It actually looks really nice. Properties, it's superb. DR reduction, superb speed. Marking, it's 33 damage. It's actually hits really nicely and really hard. And the blade is really worth it. So, I mean, the reward for the blade and the tormenting and looking and getting a brand new character to unlock that wall is actually quite worth it in the end, considering that the blade is quite amazing.
The dark.
Thank you all for tuning in to another guide on Pillars of Eternity. I hope you all found this guide helpful and informative. Please check out other available guides on Pillar of Eternity by clicking on the next guide video or by clicking on a playlist that is located in the description below. As always, please click like and please subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to check me out on twitch.tv where I stream live all the time, to which the link is also available in the description below. Thank you all again for tuning in, and please be safe in a land of eternity.